All right, here is a great way to add more traffic to your Etsy business, which of course should lead to more sales and more revenue. What am I talking about? Trends. So I want to give you a 4-step strategy today so you can start to incorporate this into your Etsy business. And if you don't know who I am, I'm LL. I help other sellers, Etsy sellers, start, build, and grow their Etsy business. If you want a super fun way to get motivated, stay motivated, and get help with your Etsy business, make sure you join my free Etsy Games community via the link below. You won't regret it. It's super fun. All right, so trends equals traffic because trends are popular. Unlike me in high school, I never trended. It's okay. I survived, probably because I wore too many sweatpants. All right, anyways, moving on. So traffic is the creme de la creme, everything that we're trying to achieve at the end of the day, because more traffic gives us more potential for sales. You get a lot more traffic, chances are you're going to get a lot more sales. So whatever we can do to give ourselves a boost in traffic is very important. And another important metric when it comes to this is I've done this and I've coached other sellers that have done this. But if you incorporate a really good, solid trend strategy that I'm going to give you today, you can increase your revenue 20 to 30%. Which is really, really good. So that'd be nice for any seller to increase their revenue, right? You'd want 20 to 30%. And it has to make sense for your business, which I'm going to talk about. But here I want to break down the strategy. But first, I want to give you a warning. Let's do a warning. How do we draw a warning symbol? Yeah, there we go. That's a terrible warning symbol. But I want to give you a warning before we get started with this strategy, because trends shouldn't be your entire business model. The reason for this is because it's not sustainable for the long term. Trends are just a little bit of a quick fix to get some revenue here and there. And you can improve your business, like I said, 20 to 30%, but it shouldn't be your entire business model. It also looks really messy. It really looks really messy to other buyers, because if you're doing only trends in your shop, that means you're going to have a ton of listings that are trend listings that probably aren't going to be related. They're going to be completely different than each other, which is going to look really messy. It's going to not look cohesive, and it's just going to be really confusing for people if they come to your shop. So that's another reason why. And it also makes it harder for the algorithm to define your target audience. You know, if this is a different audience, this is a different audience, this is a different audience, you have an audience looking for maybe one of your products, who do you think the algorithm is going to send that person to? They're going to send it probably not to your shop, because it doesn't really know if you're going to cater to this audience or not, because you have all kinds of different stuff. Even though you may have one product, it's really not going to matter, because they're going to send this person to a shop where they know that they have a shop surrounded by this person's likes, interests, and it's completely targeted to this person. So Etsy's main goal in life is to get more sales, so they want to align more buyers with the most relevant items in the most relevant shops possible. So that's why it's important to keep this in mind. And the other thing is it creates a lot of stress. So when you're trying to figure out, okay, what's the next trend? What's the next popular thing? It becomes really stressful. That's all you're going to be searching for, is the next big thing. And it becomes hard. You know, it's hard if that's your only business model and that's the only thing that you're going to focus on. It gets really, really tough to maintain that. So with that warning being said, let's kind of move on into this strategy and how you guys can start to implement it. All right, so let's start with step 1. All right, so you should, of course, have a target audience that you are focusing on. Your target audience and your niche is going to focus on a particular group of people. These are going to be your buyers, the people that you want to buy, the people that you're searching for. And by having this as part of your step 1, you're going to have a roadmap and a path to follow. This is my terrible road, but you're going to have a path to follow, because you know everything that you do, all the new stuff, the listings that you release in your shop should be targeting this audience, targeting this group of buyers. And that's going to help you make more sales and give you an exact path to follow. So that should be based, and this target audience should be based on kind of a natural steady demand. You know what I mean? Whereas, natural steady demand is good. That got a little messed up. But so natural steady demand is kind of what you want to focus on. We'll do it again. Whereas, a trend is going to look more like this and then come down and then be like almost like a flat line. Whereas, if you're doing kind of a natural steady demand, and here's like the low baseline of nothing, this is where you kind of want to be at. But you can work in those trends to give yourself a boost throughout the year. So that's really what I'm talking about. So first and foremost, have a target audience, have a niche that you're focused on, and then trends are going to kind of supplement what you're doing throughout the year, and that's going to give you the boost. You're going to give you a little extra boost throughout the year, which is really going to help you make more money at the end of the day. So step one is have a sustainable business model focused on a target market, a niche, and those naturally occurring demand. And then step two is where we're going to start to focus on trends. So this is where we are going to focus on kind of why does this keep doing this? This is crazy. All right. We want to focus on, this pen is going wild. So we want to focus on trends to incorporate in your business. So where do you find trending items? So you can there's Etsy tools out there. You can use Alora is one of them. There's eRank, and these will have some trends. You can look up trends for keywords. You can look up trends, trending topics, and this pulls in Etsy's API data. So that's good. There's other third-party tools that kind of pull trends from the entire, universe, the entire internet, and they may be good to look into too. So if you search in Google, if you just search Google Trends, this will be a trend report that's free that you can use to find trends. There's also Exploding, if I can write it. It's really hard to write on this thing. Exploding Topics. So explodingtopics.com. So these are two great resources to search for trends as well and kind of see, all right, is there trends that I can apply to my actual Etsy business or not? So I think that's important to look at as well. And by doing that, you can get a little bit more of a well-rounded approach. So, and another warning with this is don't do stuff, don't do trends that absolutely make no sense for your business. All right. So we want to do things that make sense for your business that aren't completely off topic. If you sell jewelry, we'll do like a nice necklace here. Look at this necklace. If you sell jewelry, like necklaces or whatever, you're not going to do a shirt that has like a funny trending saying on it, right? That's not going to make any sense. So your audience, if they see that, are going to be super confused. And it's also going to mess with the algorithm because then you're basically taking away from your target market, your target niche, and then you're having something random in there, which could drive the wrong traffic, the wrong audience to your shop. So that's kind of a warning for you. Do things that make sense that you can incorporate inside your niche, your target audience. And that brings us to step 3, which is, okay, what kind of trends do we want to look for? So there's a variety of different trends that you can look for and using those resources to look for. So the first type is seasonal trends. So this could be, like fall, spring, Father's Day, wedding season are good trends to try and incorporate. The other big trend is holiday trends. So this, of course, is like Christmas, Halloween, any type of holiday trends you can incorporate in your business. So both of these are going to be more sustainable models because you can usually do this every year and they're not going to change wildly. Obviously, there's going to be little niche trends that happen within these, popular, holiday stuff that is more of like a super trend, but these are going to be more sustainable. So less sustainable is going to be like pop culture trends. So these are more like fly by night trends, things that really happen fast, and then they come away, and then they're basically gone forever. So they'll happen super fast, and then they'll dive bomb, and then they're never going to be back. Whereas if you're focusing on holiday and seasonal trends, it's going to look more like this, which is nice because then every holiday, you can re-release these and kind of take advantage of them and keep working on them and kind of basically focus on these peaks and take advantage of these peaks. So that's the thing. So focus on those trends. Number 4, this is the final step here for you guys. This is where everything comes together, is to incorporate these trends in your business. And I know you're being like, well, how do I do that? Well, here's what you want to do. You either want to make new products that focus on these trends. So if you don't have any Christmas stuff, maybe you want to start releasing some Christmas stuff, and then you can sell it every single year and focus on that trend. So new products are a good way to focus on trends. The other way is to reuse and retarget existing products. So what am I talking about here? Well, if you say you sell wallets, this is a wallet with some money in it. This is like a dollar bill. I'm trying to get better at drawing on this thing, so this is why I'm practicing crazy stuff. So this is a wallet, right, that you sell. Maybe you specialize in wallets. You sell these throughout the year. Okay, well, how do I focus on a trend with that? Well, maybe Father's Day is coming up. Obviously, we know people are looking for Father's Day's gifts. So then we basically target this to Father's Day by having those keywords. You know, Father's Day gift, gift for fathers, new dad gift, obviously Father's Day, things like that, to basically tie back into this so that we can focus on that Father's Day peak. And then the rest of the year, is going to be your normal demand for just people, guys looking for wallets, wives looking for wallets for their husbands, stuff like that. So basically those are the 2 ways. Either make new products or you repurpose what you're having, what you currently have, to capitalize on trends. But that is it. Those are the 4 ways that you guys can incorporate trends in your business to give yourself a boost throughout the year. So think about what I said. Be strategic about it. It has to make sense for your business in order for it to work. But try it. See what you think. Hopefully it helps you guys out.